Dati daw dito may isang puno na yung nasakawang niyang yun na siya lagi daw siyang narito. Tapos nung lagi daw siyang pumapa rito, kaya ginawa siya ng kapilya na may tayo dito itong kapilya niyang ito.
Yung nawawala na balik uli. Ito to.
Are we alone in the universe? Is there a portal to the past? Can we physically travel through time? And can a person come back from the dead? These are just a few of the questions that have continued to baffle and bewilder us. Though many have tried to answer them, not one definite conclusion has yet been given. This show will tackle that which is unexpected, unexplainable, and unorthodox. Is it destiny's sleight of hand? Or is it a nudge from God? Or maybe it's simply a matter of science. Chances are, anything is possible. The image of the Virgin of Caysasay was fished out of the Pansipit River back in 1603. The religious icon stood about 6 inches tall. She wore a simple red tunic and had a green shawl wrapped around her tiny frame. She may be small in stature and little of renown, but this Virgin has performed miracles in big ways. According to an old Tagalog novena, a fisherman named Juan Maningkad had this blessed catch during one sleepy fishing expedition by the river.
As the parish priest learned about this particular catch that Juan got, he got it from Juan and later had to endorse it to another person by the name of a lady by the name of Maria Espiritu. And what happened to Maria? And this is simply just the disappearing acts of this particular statue, no? The next morning, she will appear and be back to the spot where she was. So she was once described as the wandering image or the wandering virgin, for which in Tagalog, Birhen Gala.
This worried the town priest, so he decided to take the image of the Virgin to the church for safekeeping. Yet the statue would still disappear, despite being under the careful watch of the priest. Until one day, it was completely gone and was nowhere to be found. Several years passed, and a series of apparitions were reported to have occurred by the hillside of what is now Barrio Caysasay. One day, the image was finally discovered in a spring nearby.
Two other ladies, when they were gathering firewood, they felt very thirsty, and in the very usual way that you will have to rely water coming from the spring or the balon, they saw the reflection of the missing image on top of a sampaga tree.
In 1620, the Augustinians issued an order to build a church near the site. And there, the wandering Virgin finally stayed put. That little place in Taal, Batangas came to be known as Caysasay in honor of the Virgin.
Tinawag nila itong Our Lady of Caysasay dahil nung natagpuan yung imahe na ito ay nililiparan ng dalawang ibon na kasay-kasay. No? So siguro hindi ma-pronounce sa mga Espanyol yung kasay-kasay, so kaya ginawa nilang Caysasay. Yun ay kingfisher na bird na nangangain ng isda.
It is believed that the statue came from Mexico and was brought to the country by Spanish priests. And there are a couple of theories as to how it ended up in the water.
This particular statue was being held and shown to the natives. Suddenly, the waters became so rough as they were sailing, and it accidentally fell. Now, the other version is almost as similar. As the water and the boat was shaking, they thought of just throwing the image into the water to pacify the water. So even if there are two versions, they believe that that led to something like the water, or in the water, it was long immersed, and finally in 1603, one found it.
Based on these stories, we may very well call the Virgin of Caysasay the disappearing Virgin. But the lady apparently has other ways of showing her objection and discontent.
In the many times that I have witnessed that her vestment be replaced or changed, no? Her face would come into something like, it's something like there's such happiness in her, no? There is something like a welcoming treat to everyone that now I am happy with this new vestment, no?
It's believed that when the image deems her vestments inappropriate for an occasion, those tasked to change her wardrobe cannot seem to get her clothes to fit right.
And similarly, that these ladies would even have to share that when it is the right vestment, suddenly you will see the aura in her face or in the image that this is something like that she accepts as what she will have to wear for this particular occasion.
This image is also known to look different depending on her moods. Some of her photographs attest to her changing expressions. And some photographs seem to show that the Virgin has disappeared once again.
But countless guests would have to text me after what happened to my photograph when, on that time when I was shooting here in that shrine, I knew exactly that I was able to properly record and as complete video or still photographs. Why is it so that without me deleting it, no, as I checked on it, it has disappeared, it's gone.
The different images of the Virgin Mary and her numerous miracles when chances are returns.
But the first time I saw the Blessed Mother or the image of the Our Lady of Caysasay in the Basilica, I immediately felt something different. I just felt, I just poured down like, you know, a crying baby.